Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 189 on the Mana League. I'm John as always, and Guilds of Ravnica's Dead Ultimate Masters is alive. This, of course, is a sponsored draft. This is Michael's sponsored draft. Michael's sponsored draft. So he'll be getting all the cards that we draft here, including probably the Fiend Hunter. Although I should do a very quick check on how much a Raging Ravine is worth. I'm assuming almost nothing. 50 cents. Not quite worth it. So Fiend Hunter is just great removal. Maybe we can do some flickering stuff with it. There's a Winged Steed Rider here as well. Nothing else crazy here, but Fiend Hunter seems great to me. So I've done a little bit of research on this format, but not a ton. So bear with me. Will we make some poor choices? Probably. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. We've got a young Pyromancer here, and we did see a Thermo Alchemist in that first pack if we do want to try out red-blue spells instead, and that is definitely a payoff. Song of the Damned, obviously you can get a bunch if you've dredged yourself or otherwise heavily milled yourself. Grave Strength similarly works great when you're dealing with the graveyards, and this of course is Graveyard Masters.set. Yeah, Fiend Hunter just goes in every white deck, and then unfortunately there's not a huge amount here. There's a Hyena Umbra, which is fine. I think we might just take the young Pyromancer here, though, just in case the red-blue spells deck happens to be open. And red-blue, I believe, is... I want to say... Let me check out that article that I was reading. I want to say red-blue was like heavily a Madness archetype, but you do have the blue-red spells sub-theme going on. Blue-red, this article says, is Madness. So yeah, let's take a young Peasy and see where we go from there. Angel of Despair, obviously for the reanimation deck. There's a Swift Reckoning, which, you know, it's removal, but it's not good removal. We've got a Hissing Iguanar, because iguanas are too normal. It's got to be an Iguanar, which is for kind of the sack deck, which my understanding is maybe a little bit hard to get into. We've got a Spirit Cairn. Whenever a player discards a card, you may pay white. If you do, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. That's interesting. There's not much white madness going on, but if we do end up in red-white, I guess heroic, we could be really weird. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any target, so just the good old bite. That actually seems pretty darn good as an instant spell. I'm not misreading this at all, right? Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. Yeah, I think we just take Soulsfire. That sounds like fantastic removal. It's an instant, so we're going to get an elemental off of it. Seems fine. In you go. Following that up, we get a Laboratory Maniac. I certainly want to try that out at some point before we get through this set. For red, we've got pay a red, tap, discard a card. Create a 3/1 elemental with trample haste, and it dies at the end of the turn. I mean, there's a Madness enabler. There is a Madness enabler. I'm tempted by that. There's a Garna if we want to push into like black-red. Again, kind of sack, but also Madness, because anything you discard comes back. It doesn't have to die for Garna to bring it back that turn. It just has to go to the graveyard from anywhere. White, we do have a Resurrection, but that's not really what red-white wants to be doing. Red-white is definitely the heroic color, and I haven't seen much heroic here. So I'm thinking we've got Spark Splitter, foil. That's actually kind of okay, but I think I want to go with the Spark Spitter here. Iridescent Drake, 4 mana for a 2/2 flyer. ETBs, put target aura card from a graveyard into the battlefield attached to it. Well, I don't think we're going to have any auras. That's a little bit more for the blue-white deck, I'm thinking. Generator Servant, obviously if we had a big ramp target, Generator Servant is fine, and who knows where we end up. We're looking to try to get red-blue here, but we haven't actually taken any blue yet. So we could just end up red something else. Red-green Madness, for example, could also be totally fine. Scuzzback Marauders, a 5/2 trample. Comes back as a 4/1 trample. Yeah, I think we just kind of want to 6/6 for 4. ETBs, pick an opponent. ETBs with a -1/-1 counter on it for each creature that player controls. Interesting. Let's take Generator Servant. We're red. We're getting into red. Ooh! Thermo Alchemist and a Fire and Ice. Holy moly. I mean, I want that Fire and Ice plus. Man, I love that art. But this is a Thermo Alchemist. This is just a Thermo Alchemist. Is this our pack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is not our pack. So we could potentially get another Thermo Alchemist in, I believe, 2 picks. So I think we're going to take that, even though I do want that Fire and Ice. But let's get that Thermo Alchemist there. Just the Wind, you bet, you bet. We're getting into blue-red. It took us a while to find that blue, but we're getting into blue-red. So Just the Wind, in you go, in you go. Give me more Just the Winds. Please, please, please. This Fiend Hunter is probably not long for the world. And for anybody who wants more Ultimate Masters content, there will be another Ultimate Masters draft next Spikey Saturday. But also next Saturday, over at twitch.tv/themanaleak, is going to be a live paper draft, just like the Unstable one that we just did, but with a little bit more valuable cards, because it's going to be a box of Ultimate Masters we'll be drafting. That'll be, again, the same time-ish, December 15th, around 6-ish. Okay, we got to think twice. Think twice is pretty darn good. Faithless Looting really ups our madness stuff. We don't yet have any madness cards, but we'll get them, right? So think twice is tempting. Turn to Mist. Exile target creature. Return that creature to the battlefield. Well, obviously that works with Fiend Hunter if we did end up there, but I don't think we're going to. So I think we just take Faithless Looting here. I do want that think twice. But I think Faithless Looting goes in every red deck, and we're definitely going to be red. So, looting in. We get a Reckless Charge. +3/+0 and haste until end of turn. Flashback, and very importantly, it's a sorcery that we can cast twice for Young Pyromancer and for Thermo Alchemist. So I think we'll just take that Reckless Charge. Terramorphic Expanse is just Evolving Wilds, right? Right. I think we'll just go with the Reckless Charge here. Mere Servitor, a 1/1 for 1. It's on the battlefield. Nope. Yeah, let's take Reckless Charge. Ingot Chewer, a 3/3 for 5. It's got Evoke, though. And when it ETBs, destroy an artifact. Well, that sounds like a sideboard card to me. Sideboard. Eel Umbra, not super what we're doing, but if we do want to be blue, we could take it. But if we do want to be Madness, we got to find the Madness cards at some point, then Patchwork Gnome certainly just works. It's a free discard outlet. We'll take Patchwork here. Really hoping we do get the Fiery Tempers at some point. We'll take a foil, sure. Defy Gravity, I mean, it's an instant. We can take it. Dark Dabbling, and a Fiend Hunter, goodbye. You're out of here. We're blue-red. We're blue-red. I haven't gotten to play it really in Guilds of Ravnica that much. Everybody else seems to take it, so we're claiming our lane here and taking it. So we want Fiery Tempers. We want more Just the Winds. Kind of sad we didn't get that second Thermo Alchemist back around. Woodfall Primus, no. We get a Mystic Retrieval, which is a sorcery, which triggers PZ and Alchemist, and it returns stuff, and it flashes back, so it does it again. We've got an Archaeomancer, which also brings something back to our hand. Ulamog's Crusher. Oh, that's a ramp target for the Generator Servant. Woodfall Primus, I assume, is not worth anything, right? Not really played anywhere but, like, Commander and such. Very good if you can reanimate it, though. Woodfall Primus. $0.11. Mystic Retrieval or the Archaeomancer. So they're both 4 mana. They both do the same thing. This is a 1/2, and it does it once. This I can pay to do it again. This is an uncommon. So I think that's the thing that we kind of go in on. We'll take the Mystic Retrieval here. Mad Prophet. We're not getting the Madness stuff, unfortunately. Containment Priest, those are pricey in paper. They are $1.80. Cool. So we get a Mad Prophet, which is fine. Skywing Aven, also a free discard outlet, although repeatable, sort of. But this draws us a card. So I think we'll go with the Mad Prophet here. Thermal Alchemist number 2. Yes! And a Desolate Lighthouse. Ooh. I mean, we're going to take the Alchemist and maybe get the Lighthouse back around. Heap Doll, Desperate Ritual, no. Why is there Desperate Ritual in this? Reckless Worm. Oh, damn, there's a Madness card. There's a Madness card we really want. But I want the Alchemist. I think the second Alchemist is going to be a little bit better. But a Reckless Worm is exactly the common we want to see. Thermal Alchemist, get in there. Seize the Day. 4 mana, untap target creature. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase. Flashback. I'm not super interested. Ooh, there's Adjust the Wind. Super interested. Sold. I assume Seize the Day is worthless. I've honestly never even heard of it. It's from Odyssey. 87 cents. But yeah, we're taking another Adjust the Wind. Think Twice. Treasure Cruise. Ooh, look at that Unstable Mutation art. So much better than the original one. There's a bunch of stuff here. There's a Soul's Fire. There's a Frantic Search. There's an Alchemy. There's a Think Twice. A Treasure Cruise. Holy moly. Holy moly. Might just be the Frantic Search, eh? Draw 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. Untap 3 lands. It's one of those free spells. Yeah, well, I think we take the Frantic Search here. Good cards here, but let's take that Frantic Search. Flight of Fancy is actually surprisingly okay. An aura that gives flying is typically pretty decent. And drawing 2 cards as well, like that's a divination plus a single mana flying aura. We don't have that many creatures though, which I'm not super stoked about. We've got Sultai Skullkeeper, just mills you 2. It's not exactly what our deck wants. Turn to Mist. We're not taking advantage of it. It could kill a token. I'm almost thinking we just take another Patchwork Gnomes here. Yeah, let's take Patchwork. Unfortunately, I think we're getting cut on Madness, though. So we are going to be very much blue-red spells and hope it works. Undying Rage is not what I want. Not what I want. Hissing Iguaner, not what I want either. I actually don't want anything here. Maybe we have to play an Iguaner, but let's hope not. Defy Gravity is an instant, and it's cheap, and it's got flashback for just as cheap. So Defy Gravity seems fine in this deck. Again, we need more creatures. A Crone Crusader, not really what I want. We can throw a Defy Gravity on it twice. The fact that it doesn't get bigger is kind of my issue here, but maybe we need it. Maybe it's a 1/1. We can get more creatures, right? Yeah, I'm going to tell myself that a little bit longer. We get more Patchwork Gnomes. More and more Patchwork Gnomes. I don't think we want 3. Let's take a Hissing Iguaner and put that one in the deck. Skywing Haven, perfect. You're a flying creature, you're a discard outlet, sold. Sold. I have no idea what's going to happen in this deck. I hope that other people drafting don't know what they're doing either. And we go from there. Holy moly, we got Reckless Worm back and the Lighthouse. We've got to take the Reckless Worm. We've got the discard outlets now, so this is a 3-mana 4/4 trample. I want the Desolate Lighthouse though, but Reckless Worm, in you go. There's also a Stitcher's Apprentice, which is also totally fine. We'll take Reckless Worm. Skullkeeper or a Nightbird's Clutches. Honestly, I like the Nightbird's Clutches. Flashback spells are exactly what I want for this deck. Treasure Cruise? Yeah. Yeah. We're filling up our graveyard. Sounds great. Well, there's a deck, and we've got another pack left. Cool. Sultai Skullkeeper, you're not going to make the main deck. Cool. So Hissing Iguaner, we definitely want that out. We could probably take out one of these Patchwork Gnomes. Probably don't need the Generator Servant. I'm cutting creatures here, so we need to get more creatures. Um, Reckless Charge has a potential of coming out. One of the Defy Gravities has a potential of coming out. So we could potentially polish up these cards here. The rest of these, I think I want them all. If we get a better discard outlet, we can take out that Patchwork Gnomes as well. Also, I just noticed nobody has art over here. There's a Thespian Sage, so let's hope that nobody has Dark Depths. Conflagrate. Red XX. Conflagrate deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Flashback. Red, discard X cards. Ooh. I like it. I like it. What's the, where does that show up on Frank Karsten's pick order? Feels like a good card. 2.77. About in the middle. About in the middle. Interesting. How does it compare to Just the Wind? Just the Wind's lower? Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, I think we're just on Conflagrate here. It's removal. It's a spell. Flash it back. Worst comes to worst, it's, you know, pay a red mana, deal 2 damage, and make a 2-1. Or, sorry, a 1-1. Why do I always think these are 2-1s? Because young Peasy himself is a 2-1. Yeah, we'll take Conflagrate. We'll take Conflagrate. And cut a Reckless Charge. Eldrazi Conscription, it's my preview card! We can't play it. We're not getting to 8 mana. That's not a thing we're doing here. We've got a Dimir Guildmage, which is a blue 2/2 that would let us draw a card at sorcery speed because we can't do the black stuff. There's another Mad Prophet. Mad Prophet's going to be better than any of these creatures here. I mean, do we get to 8 mana? Like, maybe we just hold in the Generator Servant, and then this is 6 mana, and is ludicrously playable at that point. Yeah, you know what? Generator Servant stays in, and we're gonna play Eldrazi Conscription in our deck. Because why not? Hey, Fiery Temper, and 2 Alchemists! Alright, well, Fiery Temper's coming in for sure. Lightning Bolt is a card we'll play. Defy Gravity can go. Ether Snipe? I don't mind an Ether Snipe. There's a Slippery Boggle for the Boggle Conscription BS. There is also just a Prismatic Lens. I think I want a creature, though. So Ether Snipe? ETBs, return target. Do we just want to try out the BS of a Boggle that's an 11/11 Trample Annihilator too? I mean, we'd have to draw both of those cards specifically, so it's much more unlikely. It does literally nothing if we don't have Conscription on it. So no. Let's be smart here. We're going to take the Ether Snipe. Furnace Celebration, Molten Rebirth. Super don't care about that card. Skullkeeper. There's not much going on here. Not too much. So let's take a Furnace Celebration, but we're not going to play it. I think we've more or less got our deck. A Frantic Search, an Arena Athlete, no. Stitched Drake, however. Oh, right, it does have to be a creature card out of the graveyard. That's a little bit trickier for our low creature count deck. Are there any spells that we super don't care for? Like, I mean, Defy Gravity, we do have to have... Well, we can target an opponent's creature, technically. Faithless Looting... I guess Soulsfire is actually a little bit less good with only 10 creatures. The blue, though, we're not really going to cast a blue. Let's take the Stitch Drake. I don't think it goes in, though. Foil may... actually, I guess foils probably aren't going to be worth that much, since there's no redemption. Magus of the Bazaar. Magus of the Jar. 9 cents. What do? You're an 0-1. And I can... not really loot? That's actually kind of wild. I think we take that. There's a deranged assistant as well for the ramp, but no, I think we take this Magus of the Bazaar. And I think we pitch a Patchwork Gnomes. We've got better discard outlets here. Mr. Retrieval, sure, whatevs. We're not taking in a Crowan Crusader. Nothing here that we care about. Let's take another Ingot Chewer. Mad Prophet. I don't think there's anything that we trade that in for. No, we'll take it. But we're not going to play the second one. No, we have a deck here. We have a deck. And we're going to do something with it. That something might be 0-3. I hope not. Oh. Hi. Hey, buddy. I'll take a third one of these. So, the whole... We need free pitching isn't a huge problem, right? So, Reckless Worm needs to be pitched. Just the Winds don't have to be pitched, but it's cool if we get a 1-mana discount. And Fiery Temper we'd really prefer to pitch as well. We do have a lot of ways of pitching, so I think we can cut, like, what's like our worst Madness enabler that we've picked up? Let's take a Crusher here. Worst Madness enabler that we've picked up. Faithless Looting, I do like... Especially the Flashback, actually. We're not cutting Faithless Looting. Ooh, Deranged Assistant. Well, that could help us with the Eldrazi Conscription as well. I mean, I guess Skywing even, but it's a 2/1 flyer, which ultimately might just win us the game. We need a cut, and I don't know what it is. Actually, it's probably foil, because you do have to discard an island and then another card. And currently we're putting in a relatively evenish split, but less islands for sure. I feel like making sure you have that island in hand and you already have... Or I guess you don't have to... You may discard it and another card rather than pay it, so you don't have to have 2 islands on the battlefield. It is also a turn 0 counter spell. I feel like it's probably the cut, but I've literally never played with it, so I don't exactly know what the power level of it is. Let's cut the foil. Alright, here's our very, very, very weird deck with a 10-7 split. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's find out together. And hey, we got our preview card, so that means we win, right? Honestly, this is probably the cut. This is probably the competitive cut, but I want to have some fun here. And we're going to try to have some fun with some Eldrazi Conscription. Hopefully you guys get a chance to try this out. It's only out for 2 weeks on Magic Online, so make sure you do get in there. There is regular draft where you keep the cards. There is Phantom Draft, and there is Phantom Sealed as well. And oh yeah, chat is opt-in now. I forgot chat was opt-in. To be honest, I don't really have too many issues with people on Magic Online, so I'm going to have to opt into that at some point. We're still just going to close the log because we don't need it. So we've got Young Peasy on 2. That's exactly what we want. An opponent's mulled to 6. Perfect. Everything is great. Alright, what are we up against? I'm going to say Spider Spawning. There's a forest, Basking Root Walla. Yeah, I'm going to call Spider Spawning here. So 1 and a green, +2/+2. Can only do it once. And you can pay 0 if you discard it. Green-white. Ooh. Heroic, perhaps? Taken 1 or taken 3? Taken 1, so they've got themselves a 2-drop they want to play. Hi. 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 Well, I guess I hope they play a 5-drop, and we bounce it, and they don't get to play that 5-drop again for a good long while. That's a decent pickup. Alright, alright. Play your, 6-drop if they have a land here. Play your 6-drop. Please don't let it have hexproof or something. These elementals don't have anything, right? No haste, no trample. No, they're just 1/1s. Show me that 6-drop. No? Opponent, I want you to do something. Well, we're going to bash in for 2. And then I guess we're going to... Frantic Search is an instant, actually. No, we're not going to do anything here. We're just going to pass the turn, hold up stuff. So Madness is a trigger, right? If you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, so trigger. But we don't have to pay for it yet. My question is, can we cast Madness off of Frantic Search well tapped out before we untap those cards? And the answer is, I don't know. I feel like we could, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to bounce that. Bye-bye. You can replay it if you want. I'm okay with that. Swift Reckoning Young Peasy. Rude. We don't have a game plan anymore. Hey, we have a game plan again. Thermo, down. Elemental, get him. Want to trade? Also, opponent's down to 2 cards. Just saying. And they've got to spend their turn on tapping here if they don't want to take a damage. They're just going to take a damage. Cool. Fine by me. Block. Pump it up. No pump. What's going on here? Wingsteed Rider? Sure. So we're going to save this just the win for when they target Wingsteed Rider. BT dubs. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, we're going to pass the turn. We're going to let them target Wingsteed Rider or something. We're going to Frantic Search, pitch the Just the Wind, bounce the Wingsteed Rider, ping, 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 ping multiple times. You're just going to take 1. Yeah, you add an extra ping a turn. I'm totally okay with that. Noble Hierarch. Dees. Urgh. I'll take 3. I'm fine taking 3 here. Iliad's Pilgrim. Okay, they're going to go find an aura. Which they're going to want to throw onto Wingsteed Rider. What's the aura you're finding, my friend? Mammoth Umbra. That is a 5-drop aura. Well, darn. Well, darn. Well, we're going to ping, for sure. Frantic Search, we could pitch Just the Wind and Conflagrate. We can use Conflagrate to kill off the Wingsteed. I do want to get it in response to the Umbra. No, we're going to have to get it in response to the Umbra. Which means discard Nightbird and Conflagrate. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll untap. We'll discard Nightbird and Conflagrate. We can recast them at a future time. We do want that island. Do we? We cast both of those next turn. Also, Ether Snipe will help out with the bouncing. Yeah, let's go Conflagrate and Nightbird Clutches pitched. Untap. Ping. And pass the turn. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Play the island. We'll drop another Thermo Alchemist, and then we'll pass the turn. We'll let them spend the turn, assuming they draw a land. They do have to draw a land here, hooking up the Winged Steed Rider. They're going to pay for the Mana Vault to untap. They don't want to take more pings. Makes sense. Makes sense. But that does mean that we're probably just going to get hit for 2 here and not much else this turn. In with Winged Steed? Sure, I'll take 3. Because you're taking ultimately more than that over a period of time. Can this hit? That can hit players. Holy moly. Alright, so let's ping them for 1. And we'll pass the turn. We'll drop a mountain. And then I think we'll actually... Yeah, let's use... While they're completely tapped out, let's use Ether Snipe to bounce that Winged Steed Rider. White, white, 1. They have white, 1, 2, 3, 4... Ooh. Yeah, if they use up their entire turn, sure, I'm fine with that. So let's get the Ether Snipe down. Doesn't fly. I always think it does, but no, it's clearly on an island. So we'll bounce Winged Steed Rider. And then we'll pass the turn. And then we get to ping them twice. They're going to go to 10. So what does Conflagrate actually represent? It represents at least 4. Just out of Alchemists. I'm feeling fairly good here. I think we're in a very good spot. This deck actually feels really good. Winged Steed back down, sure. And then you could tap out to put the Umbra on it. Yeah, they're going to tap out to put the Umbra on the Pilgrim. Intriguing. Intriguing. I mean, I'll chump it. That is not what I expected. Not at all. We'll ping him. And we'll pass that turn. Get an island. So we've got red, red. 1, 2, 3. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bounce 8, 9, 10, 11. We win? I think we've won. So we red, red, Conflagrate. For 3. And we deal 3 to them, so that's 7. Before that, we deal 2, so that's 5. They untap. We have Adjust the Wind trigger on the stack. Oh no, we just don't have enough mana. We're 1 mana shy of casting that Nightbird's Clutches. So we are super close. Well, what if we play that island? We play the island. We Conflagrate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We cast that 7, 8. We Nightbird's Clutches 9, 10. Alright, I'm pretty sure we've got it. So we Alchemist, Alchemist, play the island. We cast Conflagrate at them for 2. Pitching Spark Spitter and Just the Wind. We untap, untap. Oh, did we do it backwards? I think we did it backwards. Oh, I think we did it backwards. Yeah, I think... Yeah, Just the Wind had to go last. Well, we still win. We still win here. So yeah, we cast that on that. For blue. Yeah, we did that backwards. Or no, we're still fine. Untap, untap. Ping, ping. Bounce. Untap, untap. Deal 2 to them. Ping, ping. Nightbird's Clutches. Can't block, can't block. 3. Untap, untap, ping, ping. Yes! Got there. Got there. That was fun. That was so much fun. Oh man, I love it. I think we put in an ingot chewer just to screw up their mana vault. It's just going to be a single red mana spell. Eldrazi Conscription, you're cute, but goodbye. Yeah, I think we do that, and we're good. Holy moly! Oh, that felt so good. Just as we wrote it up. I really miss Eldritch Moon, I'll tell you that much. Eldritch Moon Thermo Alchemist was one of my favorite decks. It was so good. So what didn't we see? We didn't see Eldrazi Conscription, thankfully. We didn't see the Magus. Generator Servant actually no longer makes sense with Eldrazi Conscription out of there. Running a little bit out of time here. Do we put in another Mad Prophet? Too late. Yeah, if we're going to side out the Conscription, we got to side out the Generator Servant too. It doesn't do much. Alchemist in hand? You betcha. And a Faithless Looting with a worm? Love it. We will keep that. No Root Walla. Cool, no Root Walla. We'll drop the mountain. Yeah, we don't want a Faithless Looting here. We need Faithless Looting when we can madness out that worm. So we're only going to get... it's technically going to be a 2 mana discount, but we do have to pay a mana for Faithless Looting, so we are going to pay 4 to get that worm out. So it's going to come down 1 turn early, which is fine. What's turn 3 going to be? Turn 3 is probably just going to be Generator Servant, eh? Most likely. There we go. Opponent heading on back to their turn. Play your forest. Sounds good. Hero of Iris. Aura spells are cheaper. And +1/+1 counter whenever you target it. That's a pretty good. Please don't target it. Hey Magus, I like you, but I like Alchemist a little bit more. Draw 2, discard 3 is really interesting. Heliod's Pilgrim, gonna go and find themselves the aura they really want. Mammoth Umbra is 1 mana too much. Or no, it's gonna be a Mammoth Umbra on that. That's gonna be a 6/6. Conviction. Oh, they want to start chaining it. So we need to adjust the wind very, very soon. Very friggin' soon. Yuck. I guess we're going to go Generator Servant here. And just pass the turn. But we're going to get Aura'd. We're going to get Aura'd real bad. This used to be a rare, right? Pretty sure it was a rare. Ruined Halo. Protection from a card name. They have protection. Oh god, it's going to be from Thermo Alchemist. No! Oh, frog. Farts. We're dead. Yeah, we've died. What do we do? We cast Faithless Looting. No point in pinging. Ugh. We pitch a worm and a Defy Gravity, and we cast the worm. And then we pass the turn. We are in trouble. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think we just lose. What a friggin' silver bullet. Why there? Why wouldn't you put it on there? Travel prep flashback? Sure. What's the point of that? Alright, so we're just gonna have to throw away. They're only gonna... What are you doing? I guess I'll just take 4? Yeah, I'm just fine taking 4 here, whatever. What evs, what evs, what evs? More mountains, okay. Let's faithlessly loot. Pitching a pair of mountains. Let's drop a young peasy. And let's pass the turn. We just gotta find those just the wins and we're fine. Like, super fine. Whenever a player discards a card, they can pay white. Yay! Another silver bullet. Opponent just sideboarded beautifully against our deck. So we cannot remove this. I don't think. Even in our sideboard. Even in our sideboard, we can't do anything about it. We honestly might want to put in foil just to counter the Ruined Halo. So Thermo Alchemists are going to do nothing, so throw them away. They no longer matter. This is instant speed, right? It is instant speed. Okay, that's a lot of lands. Well, this is blue and a 4 to draw 3 cards. That's a lot. So we're going to drop a Magus of the Bazaar. Yeah, let's drop a Magus. And pass the turn. They're down to 1 card. I mean, if we can somehow like chain together a bunch of spells and then Nightbird's clutches and somehow attack for 20, maybe we can get there. Honestly, we needed Eldrazi conscription. BT dubs. Alright, I'm gonna give Reckless Worm flying, make a 1/1, and I'll throw the 1/1 in front. And we're going to stop playing cards because we need cards to throw away to Magus. Hey, it's Nightbirds. We just talked about you. Alright, so we can draw 2, so we're going to have 5. So discard, discard, and discard 1 other card. Let's draw some cards here. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Oh god, they make spirits. This is so bad. And then I guess we bounce Hero of Iris. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This costs 2? That's not bad. I don't know what we're searching for. I think we do put Eldrazi conscription back in because if BS like this happens, we're in trouble. Blows up an artifact. They don't have an artifact yet. Conflagrate. That could help out. That could help out. Yeah, so we'll drop a Mad Prophet and pass the turn. Mammoth Umbra on a Spirit. Well, we're going to bounce that Spirit. That's for darn sure. Team. I want your Hero of Iris dead, TBH. Generator Servant's useless. There's that. And we're taking 8, so I will chump. So we can bounce this spirit. They're down to 1 card is the real big trick here. So we might still make it out of this somehow. I don't know how, but somehow, maybe. The Thermo Alchemist is worthless. So yeah, we do have to bounce here. So we will bounce, fully casting this. Bouncing that spirit. See ya. And then just passing the turn. So we're on an 8-turn clock at the moment. We're going to have to conflagrate at some point. Do we have any flyers? We have that 1/2/1. So the 4/7's coming back in. Okie dokes. So we can just triple block. They kill Young Pyromancer. If they return that, then this becomes a 1/2. Or wait, no, it's got 2 counters on it. What is this? It's naturally a 1/2. So if Conviction goes away, it will be a 3/4. So they could kill Mad Prophet and Pyromancer. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think they're going to kill Prophet and Pyromancer. And return Conviction. Which also means they can only make 1 spirit if we were to discard. So they are going to return Conviction. Yeah, you can make a spirit if you want. It means you can't recast Conviction. And we're going to throw away Thermo Alchemist because they're worthless. What a silver bullet! Alright, so they make a spirit, so they're out of white mana. They're not recasting Conviction at least. And our 4/4 lives. And we found a Skywing Aven, so we can actually Magus of the Bazaar here if we want. What are we discarding? An Ingot Chewer? Conflagrate Aven? So we end up going down a card. So we'd only have... I don't think... I do want to cast these cards, so I don't think we Magus. Island, we'll keep that in hand. We're not blocking, so we'll come in for 4. Oh, actually, we could Conflagrate and just boop, boop. Yeah, we can just boop, boop. Time to boop, boop. And now we don't want to discard cards anymore. All right, we might have found a way back into this. Attack in for 4. So we need to do 5 mana. So we have 1 mana left. Sounds good. So boop, boop. Okay. Red, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill them both. Cool. Cool. They have a Conviction in hand and something that is probably white, because if it was a big green creature, they would have played it. Swift Reckoning. Well done. Well done. Well done. So they've got a Conviction and I guess a land or something in hand. So we're back. We're back. We just have to not scrub out by flooding out, which we're doing. We'll drop a... I guess the Aven's probably just better here. It does a bit more damage and we'll pass the turn. And we are not discarding as long as they have white mana up, because we can't let them get a flyer. Land and a go. Sweet. Awesome. Love it. Bash in for 2. And we'll drop an Ingot Chewer. Doesn't really matter if they get a mana vault. This is going to up our clock by quite a bit. Interestingly, not a May ability. So if you had an artifact and they did not, you did have to blow up your own artifact there. So we've got them on a 3-turn clock now, less with Conflagrate in the graveyard. Sky Spear Cavalier. Annoying. Not sure why they're not putting Conviction on it, but okay. Wow. So we could deal 2 to the Sky Spear and 2 to them, and then 5, so that's 7, taking them to 7. But then they get to make a bunch of spirits, which is not the best. So we're going to send in the Ingot Chewer here. And I'm assuming they're not going to block. They want to put Conviction on it, I think. Yeah, so they just go to 11. So then what? I mean, we've got we have 11 cards left in our library, and we have 2 Just the Winds, right? We have 2 Just the Winds. We could draw 2 cards. That is a super high likelihood of happening. So I do think I want to keep this Conflagrate for killing them. So they're going to Conviction this turn, and they've got something else. We can block. We'll pass the turn here. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And even finding those Just the Winds doesn't do a ton, because they'll be able to get spirits off of it. Alright, so they are going to suit that up. So that is 6 damage in the air. We can just block or chump block. We could also just take it. What happens if we just take it? We go to 1. And then we take them to 6. And we take them to 1. Crudola. We take them to 1. Alright, I'm going to chump this turn. Chump this turn and see what we draw here off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 3 lands in the deck. We draw Frantic Search. So we do have to discard to do that. So we come in for 3, we take them to 8. So they could make 3 spirits here, which is certainly a problem. Alright. Time for them to make spirits. Let's Frantic Search. Draw 2. We'll pitch Just the Wind and a Mountain. And we'll cast Just the Wind, bouncing the Sky Spear. Spirit. Spirit. Bounce the Sky Spear. So good, we do have to pay before we untap our lands. They return Conviction, fine. I forgot to untap my lands. I clicked OK, thinking it was just OK. It was not OK. Alright, so we don't die next turn. And we can still just like Conflagrate to do some bad stuff. We do have Mystic Retrieval as well. We could also just draw cards, because they can't make any more spirits. So yeah, let's draw some cards. Draw 2. Discard 3. Discard, discard, discard. Can't make your spirits. Alright, alright, alright. So we're going to have 4 cards in hand, so that's 4 damage we could do with Conflagrate. 5, 6, 7. Again, single damage away from just beating them. Sky Spear's cavalry down. And are they... Man, they're really not putting conviction down, eh? Alright, so we'll take it. Then we'll bat. Oof. Oh, hi. There we go. There we go. And that's to any target, too. We're missing one mountain, unfortunately, for the flashback. So we're going to come in for 3. Take him to 5. Wow. This is match 1, and we're already hitting 55 minutes. So that happens. That's fine. And then we're just going to pass the turn. Yeah, we're just going to pass the turn. And we're in much better shape all of a sudden. So they can jam conviction on that Sky Spear. And we will fiery temper the Sky Spear. So there goes all of that business. They're going to shred weakness, giving it +2/+2. We're going to just the wind it. So they do get to recast it, unfortunately, but conviction is gone. So they recast it. Oh my god. Fine. Fine. We can Mystic Retrieval back something. Blue, 1, 2, 3. It'll have to be Adjust the Wind that we bring back. Blue, 1, 2, 3. We could bring back a Fiery Temper, but that's less good. We're down to 4 cards, also, by the by. So we are going to Mystic Retrieval back, Adjust the Wind. We are going to bounce that Sky Spear Cavalry again. And we're going to bash in for 3. And they're going to chump. You need to chump. There you go. So they chump. And then they're going to play Sky Spear Cavalry again. Then we get to bash in. Holy moly, we've got 4 cards left in our library. Sky Spear Cavalry back again. And a 2/2 with Persist. Why? So we could Mystic Retrieval back something, but only at sorcery speed. Blue, 1, 2, 3. We could Mystic Retrieval back the Fiery Temper. They're out of cards too, so we're going to play a land. We don't have much time here. We're going to play a land. We're going to bring back Fiery Temper by paying the appropriate color of mana. We're going to give Fiery Temper flat, or put it back into our hand, I guess is how it works. We're going to kill the Double Striker. Then we're going to come in for 3. They're going to chump with their Persist creature. Sure. Cool. Cool. We've got 3 turns to kill them. Doesn't look like they top decked much. They're just going to pass the turn. Cool. Fine by me. Soul's Fire. Sold. Kill it. Take him to 5. And then it's only a 1/3. No, it's better being discarded to Conflagrate. So we have them dead if they don't top deck anything. Looks like we might have them dead. Also, we have 1 card left in our library. In for 3. Conflagrate for 2. Conflagrate for 2. Make your 2 spirits. Doesn't matter. I hope it doesn't matter. Spirit. Spirit. 2. 2. Wow. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was one match. And that took 1 hour. I guess the draft as well. Let's go to match 2. Here we are for match 2. Let's see if maybe it goes a little bit faster. We're going to play first. Playing first sounds interesting. Hey, Eldrazi Conscription. Forgot about you. 2 islands. This is actually kind of bad, but island is our less common card. We do have 10 mountains, so I'm going to keep. But we do need a land. And we really want that land to be a mountain. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Forest. We're up against green again. Okay, okay. So it's just this again, eh? Okay, okay, okay. Give me a land. Okay. Variety. That's what you get in MTGO leagues. All kinds of different matchups. Totally not the same thing over and over. So, presumably heroic. Presumably a problem. Hopefully they don't have multiple silver bullets like they did last time around. Man, that Ruined Halo was, that had our number on it. And then the Spirit Cairn. Wow. Sideboard in your Spirit Cairns if you're up against Madness. It will wreck their day. I don't know that we're ever going to cast that Eldrazi Conscription, so we're probably just going to have to, like, frantic search it away or something. Also, our opponent has disappeared on us. Disappeared. It's their turn. Their turn to cast stuff. It'd be cool if they did. Want to cast something, opponent? Want to attack me for 1 or 3? You can do both. Well, no, you could do either or, I suppose, but, you know, just waste somebody's time, because they have better stuff to do. Haven't ranted about slow play in a while, and how you sign a social contract when you sit down to a game of Magic, that you're there to play that game of Magic, as opposed to walking away. Or, more likely, playing several games of Magic at once. Because it's vitally important that you play Magic every single second. You can't ever not be actively playing Magic. Which ignores the fact that by doing that, you are making people actively not play Magic. And that's why it's kind of a dick move. Anyways, I was hoping that rant would actually see our opponent show up, but they haven't. So we could try to check out chat. What does this do? Yield menu. Show chat. Nothing. Show game log. They're there. They have not disconnected. So, I don't know. I don't know. This is where I really wish that there was a pause feature on OBS for recording videos, but there's not. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to stitch this together when our opponent bothers to show up. Hey, look at that. Our opponent showed up. And because I had to stop, we missed a bit of their turn, but their turn was just attacking, missing a land drop, and hitting me for 3. Cool. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. This is great. Now, opponent hits their land drop. Oh no, they didn't miss a land drop. They didn't miss a land drop at all. And yeah, we're just going to get smacked in the face, a whole great big bunch here. Let's see if we draw our second land. Sorry, our third land. Please? Thanks, I guess. Yeah, we're going to have to frantic search here. Pitching. Ooh, thank you. So we discard first. So we're going to discard Conscription, because we're never casting it. Are we? 3 lands away. Let's maybe keep it. We're not casting a Defy Gravity for the foreseeable future. And I don't think we're casting. I don't think we're casting a Mystic Retrieval. Let's pitch that as well. And then let's untap lands. This is what I missed last game. I clicked through the OK menu. And then we can drop a Skywing Aven and pass the turn. If they just hit us for 3, we can Soulsfire next turn to kill the Root Walla. Hit their land drop. What you gonna do to me? Is it awful? I bet it's awful. Gonna hit me for 3. Hit me for 1 and drop a 4-drop. Sure. Please have 2 toughness. 4 toughness. Enters with a -1/-1 counter on it. Pay a green. Take it off. Kill an artifact or enchantment. Uh-oh. As if we're ever casting that. Ooh, Fiery Temper with a discard outlet. I like it. I like it. So, we are going to attack in the air for 2. There's really not much else we can do, eh? We could discard Temper, kill Elder, put it back on the field. If we try to be cute and do it on their turn, we do the same thing, but we don't put it back on the field, and there's nothing else we can do with our mana, so we may as well just do it now. So let's discard Fiery Temper. Cast Fiery Temper, targeting Wickerburrow. Kill it, return it, and replay it. Cool. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Still in a whole heap of trouble. Opponent's got 6 cards, probably very real cards. That's a Hyena Umbra, so we're super boned. My best hope is that they... No, they did not pump it. So we could Souls Fire it. It just kills the Umbra, which is not my favorite thing in the world. That's also... Holy frickin' moly. Yep, this is Umbra.deck, and we are in just a large variety of trouble. Yeah, we've got to kill the Root Walla. This gets Reach, which means we can't attack anymore. So we kill the Root Walla. And then we just pass the turn. Oh, it doesn't even kill it. Right, the stupid friggin' Umbra. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We desperately have to have just the wins in hand in order to do anything with this matchup. I think having that much bounce means that we are a decent matchup, as opposed to a matchup that maybe would deal a little bit more just in spells. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can take us to 1 this turn. Take me to 1. We're super out of this game. We're super out of this game. I was really not expecting to immediately reface green-white Heroic Umbra after facing it round 1. Our opponents missed 2 land drops too. Umbras are nutsos. Yeah, it's a Hooting Mandrills. Anything? Thermo Alchemist. So, we don't die, I guess. We can drop a Thermo. We can drop a Spark Spitter. We're still 2 mana away from Conscription. Pass the turn. Chump there, take 1. Chump there. Take 4 total. We go to 3. Doesn't sound good. Chump there. Force the pump. No, we die if we do that. Doesn't get trample or anything, right? No, it does not. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We needed naturalize effects. There have to be some in the format, right? There have to be. With Umbras kicking around, there absolutely must be. But yeah, we need just the winds. We need Ether Snipe. We need not Conflagrate. 1, 2. Yeah, we really need not Conflagrate. So concede that game. That was awful. That was awful. Yeah, I hope Umbras are never reprinted ever again. Conscription, you're too cute. Too cute. Put in our own Umbra. Ooh, I don't like this. I guess we're gonna go with a foil. But yeah, we're really. If we don't hit the bounce, we are not dealing with Umbras. And how do you deal with Umbras? Hit me up with your Ultimate Masters tips on how to deal with Umbras, because Totem Armor is stupid. All right, playing first. Give me a good hand. That's not great. I have 100% seen better, but we do get a turn 1 Faithless Looting, so we can try to make the hand better. So keep, and loot. Aww. Pitch the Mystic and pitch an island. Pass the turn. If you were in our hand, we wouldn't have looted. Hey, no Root Walla. Hey, awesome. Thermo Alchemist, how's it going, bud? How's it going? Please no 2-drop either. Engineered Explosives. So it's got 2 counters on it. Pay 2, sack it, destroy each non-land permanent with CMC equal to the number of counters. So goodbye. So let's not play 2-drops. Sound good? Sound good. Let's cast a Spark Spitter. So we can, actually next turn, we can pay a red, pitch, make a 3/1, cast. Yeah. Seems decent. Hopefully whatever comes down here, a 3/1 can attack into. Yeah, 3/1 can attack into that pretty darn good. You gonna play a 2-drop opponent? Totem Armor is stupid. It's dumb. Alright, we're gonna deal 1. Hey, that's pretty good. That's actually really good with what all's going on here. Yeah. That first strike, though. That first strike, dough. Let's... Do I want to just the wind it just to get the stupid Umbra away? No, I think we just want the Reckless Worm down. Yeah, we just want the Reckless Worm down. So let's discard Reckless Worm, cast Reckless Worm. We'll attack in with the 3/1. Maybe they misclick, right? Maybe they misclick. Please misclick. It would mean a lot to me. Oh, they didn't misclick. All right. Well, we got ourselves a 4/4. Goodbye, Sparky. Got ourselves a 4/4 that can't block the Root Walla, unfortunately, because first strike, because Umbra. And yeah, I don't expect to win this match, so we'll go to match 3 and we'll see what happens, and hopefully not this again. Acacian Crier, pay 1 and a white, tap it, discard a card to make 2 citizens. Pass of the turn, cool. Ping you for 1. Foil. Well, we are going to tap, discard Just the Wind, cast Just the Wind, targeting the Root Walla. Casting it, pinging, untapping, making a 3/1, bashing in 4/7. Get him! Get him! The Treasure Cruise is blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 2 away from Treasure Cruising at the moment, but they're down to 10. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Next turn might just be past the turn keep up foil. We're in not awful shape here. But they can use that engineered explosives to get rid of the Thermo Alchemist at any point in time, which will make us sad. We do have a Faithless Looting we can flash back at some point, as well as a Mystic Retrieval. Actually, if we got a land, if we got an island, we could Mystic Retrieval, bring back Just the Wind, make a thing, pitching Just the Wind, bouncing. Yeah, that's a whole thing that we could do there. Oh, I forgot to ping. I'm bad at magical cards. Alright, we are going to just attack for 4. Attack! They might just make 2 citizens here. I don't think there's much madness in white-green, is there? Defy Gravity might also just win the game for us at one point. Oh, of course, they just get to cast the Root Walla for free. Right. I guess I could have countered the Root Walla. Yeah, so we actually lose our worm here, don't we? We kill a lot of their team, but we lose our worm. They just take it. Okay. Sure. Fine by me. Okay. They're going to engineered explosives for 2. Sure, I'll ping you, take you to 5. That's fine by me. Man, if we had 1 more point of damage, so if we missed a Thermo Alchemist, I think. If we had 1 more point of damage, they're dead in the air next turn. Alright, get ready for a big counter here. Nope. Nope. Prey upon. Do I care about this? I don't think I care about that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You're not how we win anymore. Wild Mongrel. That's a little bit less something that I want to have happening. So they're down to 2 cards. And Treasure Cruise is Ancestral Recall right now, which is pretty good. Just putting that out there. Ancestral Recall is decent. Alright, and they're tapped out, which is great. So we're going to cruise. Actually, do we want any of this? Looting and retrieval. Don't want foil, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. No, I think we just... yeah, I don't think we're flashing any of that back. So let's just go Ancestral Recall here. Let's drop a land. Let's Defy Gravity. Bash in for 4. Take him to 1. And say, hey, we've got you dead in 2 different ways next turn. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Aha! Made it to game 3. Yeah, if we had more Just the Winds, we'd actually be in pretty decent shape, I think. There's just nothing else that we're going to really do. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back in. Let's go back in. Let's get this done. We win this, we actually get to the finals in our very first Ultimate Masters draft. I really like this deck. I really, really do. It's everything I loved about Eldritch Moon. Blue-red spells. Super, super fun. Super fun. All right. Game 3, match 2. Let's do this. That's a Just the Wind. That is exactly what I want. That is a Magus of the Bazaar with a Reckless Worm in hand. Love everything that's going on here. Everything here is great. No Basking Root Walla. Sweet. Awesome. Love it. As long as this Magus lives to turn 3, we're gonna oh boy. Nothing. Oh boy, we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do some stuff. Sure. Alright, so let's draw some cards. And we're going to pitch Reckless Worm, of course, and a land, and a land. We're going to play Reckless Worm, and pass the turn. Man, next turn we could double cast Just the Winds off of Magus. I don't know that we want to, but we could. This is going to be Root Walla Citizen, I assume? Yep. That's what we got. That's what we got. Alright, so we'll probably end up doing that. Oh, we could also Mad Prophet, actually. No, we won't have the mana for that. We could just cast Just the Wind. Yeah. Yeah, let's bash in. And we'll ask them for the pump. Ooh, they say no. No interest in the pump. So, we will pass the turn, I guess. If they get a bit too wide here, we're going to be in trouble. They're coming in. That's fine. You're going to pay for the pump. That's fine. Pretty okay racing here. I want to see an Umbra come down before I start using these Just the Winds. No? Alright, let's draw some cards. We'll pitch a Just the Wind, an Island, and probably a Mystic. And we'll bounce the Acacian Crier. So Just the Wind, Island, and a Mystic. Bounce the Crier. So they're going to make citizens in response. Alright. Oh my god, another Root Walla? Ugh. Ugh. Far enough, I guess. Let's frantic search. Pitching. Ooh, Soulfire. Pitching. Nightbird's Clutches. And a Prophet. Untap. And then do we want to Soul's Fire a Rootwalla? I'd rather Soul's Fire. Yeah, no, we have to kill a Rootwalla, I think, here. Kill that. Kill it dead. Alright, so there's a mountain, so that's pretty nifty. We'll need one of those at some point to discard, basically. We'll bash in for 4. And then I guess we'll Faithless Looting. Pitching a mountain. And an island. And passing the turn, I guess. We do have a Mystic Retrieval we can flash back. The Nightbird's Clutches. We've got some stuff. Man. I really hope that you don't just face this deck over and over and over in this format. It would kill the format a little bit. Let's block. Because we're not using Magus anymore. Never, ever. So they can play their Citizen Maker, and we probably just have to bounce it. Pulse of Marasa. Come on! This is stupid. This is dumb. Dumb. Boy, Rootwallas plus fucking Citizen Makers. Fiery Temper. Cool. Let's bash in for 4. That 6 life gain is a problem. Let's flashback Faithless Looting. Pitching a Fiery Temper and something. A Blarg. Blarg. We're never casting this if we don't get lands. Pitch the Ether Snipe. Cast the Fiery Temper. Kill a Rootwalla. Pass the turn. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to 4. This is gross. So I'm assuming this is what the first matchup person was trying to do. But they were a little bit more on the heroic side, I guess. But this is dumb. What rarity is that Citizen Maker thing? Hooting Mandrills? Yeah, we're boned. We're super boned. Umbra, yay! Taking a bunch of damage, down to 4. Yuck. So we can bounce the Mandrills, I guess? Like, we can play this. Block, bounce. We take 3, we go to 3, and we get to eat maybe a Rootwalla? Sure. Not my favorite thing that's happening here. Not my favorite thing at all. Alright. Hit me. So, we're going to block that. We're going to discard a card. It's going to be Just the Wind. We're going to cast Just the Wind. We're going to bounce your Hoot Hoots. And we're going to take 3. Down to 3. Just play creatures and we're dead. Just play creatures and we're dead. Oots, back again. Back again, and I think we just lose this time. Uh-huh. How is that 1 mana? Man, Totem Armor is a large variety of stupid. We're dead. We're dead, right? Block, we take 5. Block, we take 4. Block, we take 3. Block, we take 4. Yeah, we're dead. It's in the graveyard. Retrieval. 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 5. Block. We're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Cool. Awesome. That was not fun. Umbras are going to rapidly be my least favorite thing ever created. Ever. It's kind of like hexproof. Not fun. Don't let Totem Armor ever come back again. Yeah, match 3. Let's hope that we're not up against green-white again. I would love to see some variety in this format. I'd really love to see some variety. I don't just want to see the same damn thing over and over and over. But I still love the deck. Our deck is still super fun. So yeah, let's hope that round 3 is a little bit better and a little bit different. See what's going on. I'd love to see Reanimator, even though we might die on turn 2. I'd love to see another Madness deck. I'd love to see Spider spawning. Let's see what we can find for match 3 here. What set were Umbras from? I assume Umbras were Zendikar? What a wild mechanic. How was it received? If you were around, it was Rise of the Eldrazi? Rise of the Eldrazi. If you were around, how was Totem Armor received? Because it sounds and plays awful. Really awfully. It's sort of like, why does Bestow feel better? I guess because it doesn't protect the creature. It protects the enchantment. Bestow definitely feels way better than the Umbras feel. All right. Round 3. Don't be green-white. That's the worst hand this deck could ever hope for. Mull that. That is worse. Somehow I feel like that's worse. We've got 7 mountains in the deck. And we've got 3 turns to draw 1. 7, 34, 3 turns. I want 1. Error, cannot complete calculation. That's not helpful, calculator. 34, 7. Calculate. 51. It is a coin flip that we will get an island by turn 3. Let's flip that coin. Let's flip that coin. Young Peasy on top with 2 mountains. Sold. Also that. Please play a mountain. Island. Cool. Deranged Assistant. Ooh, we get some stuff. We get some stuff that's not stupid. Okay, not an island, but we've got Young Peasy. We might have to conflagrate for 1. It's not going to feel good. Or drop what you got. Wall of what? Pardon? 1/6 Defender flying. At the beginning of your end step, you may gain life equal to the power of target creature you control. Ew. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, gain yourself a life. Ew. Hey. Right on time. Right on time. Let's drop our Aven and pass the turn. I don't know how we're getting through a 1/6 flying wall. I just absolutely don't know. Plumeveil. Well, that's good. I don't want to deal with a 4/4 flying wall. Especially not with them gaining 4 life a turn. Man, this thing's a thing. This thing is a thing. If you're not up against like direct removal, draw a card. If your graveyard has 20 mark card, 20, blah, 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 it will never have that. Well, I mean, technically it could. Hey. Huh. I wonder if draft white is the correct choice in Ultimate Masters. Maybe we screwed up by not drafting white. Okay, so we can't do anything. So pass the turn, I guess. Feels bad. Feels bad. I guess we're actually just holding out hope for Eldrazi Conscription and 8 mana, I guess. Mill yourself, get a mana. What's your 5-drop gonna be? Holy moly, another one. Haha, no attacks, so they have no tricks in hand. Good to know, good to know. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, we're not doing well. We're not doing well. We need lands, and we need Eldrazi Conscription, and we need time, and we need them to not have so much life and not have a board presence. We need a lot of things. We need a lot of things, none of which we have, nor are we likely to get. What are you? 3/3 flyer. Bounce a permanent you control. So, assistant and recast it. Oh, land, replay it. Makes sense. Alright. Block. Can I kill it? Why is that a common? No. We're gonna just the wind that. Just the wind. And we get an elemental buddy. Still don't know how we're gonna deal with that angel, but you know. Gain 3 life up to 28. And we know our deck. We definitely mill out first, too. Ah, that's how we deal with the angel. Makes sense, makes sense. Let's pass the turn. Fiery Temper. Make a buddy. Kill the angel. Play your Wingsteed Rider. Boy, turn 7, and we're still on 3 lands. If we hit a land, we get Mad Prophet. That's a thing, right? Lotus Eye Mystics, bringing back the Umbra. Sweet. Yay. So we're going to have to hold up just the wind for when that Umbra comes down. Well, there's the Conscription. Still infinitely far away from ever casting it. So pass the turn back. Maybe turn 8 we'll draw our 4th land. How about that? How about that? So are you going to put an Umbra on something, or are you going to cast the Wingsteed Rider and try to get a flying Umbra? That's what you're going to do. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mountain? Look at you getting all splashy. Wall of Reverence, blah, blah, blah. Gain 3, go to 34. Blah, blah, blah. Hey. Unfortunately, we have to keep up mana for the Umbra. So, pass the turn. I wanted you to cast the Umbra. Why didn't you cast the Umbra? Alright, I will eat that and take 2, I guess. Eat that and take 2. Good talk. Good talk. Play your Umbra. Why'd you play nothing? I don't like that. Mountain. Mad Prophet. Pass the turn. No. Tell me your trick, opponent. Because we can always discard this and cast it for one. Tell me your trick. Oh, right. Ah, this doesn't look like it flies. Yep. Oops. Alright, let's pitch the conflagrate. That was a punt. Why does this not look like it flies? It's a spirit, and it's like a few inches above a tent. Therefore it flies. Cast your Umbra. Cast your Umbra. Cast your Umbra. Cast your damn Umbra. To me. Another one? Bound to land. No, they bounced to Deranged Assistant. Okay. Sure. Sure. What do we do? Help. What do we do? Island. Cool. We're actually getting close to conscription. We got two more thingies. Blue. 1, 2, 3. That would get us a fiery temper back. Oh, let's redrop the Avon. And let's pass the turn. Oh, this is not good. I'm really mad that they're not casting that Umbra that we know they have. Play it. Play it! You're gonna 3 me? Sure, you 3'd me. Good job. Play your stupid Umbra. Alright, we're gonna pitch Nightbird's Clutches. It's just doing nothing for us. Thermo Alchemist, cool. That's nifty. Land? Hey! We're 1 land away from conscription. If we get to surprise conscription, it's going to be awesome. We'll drop the Alchemist. And we'll pass the turn. Play your Umbra. Play your stupid Umbra. Play your stupid Umbra. Take 3. It's gonna feel so good when we conscription their ass. Alright, do we want to just pitch that Mystic? I think we want to pitch that Mystic Retrieval. Pitch the Mystic Retrieval. Reckless Worm. Well, that's nifty. That's rather nifty. Ooh, Generator Servant gets us there as well. Let's drop the Generator Servant. Let's Mystic Retrieval back the Fiery Temper. Let's ping for 1. I think we missed a ping last turn. Not that it matters when they're at 45. But you know. And so yeah, we'll Fiery Temper on their turn, as well as attempt to Just the Wind if they are to Umbra up. And then Conscription's not going to be enough, unfortunately, but, you know, we'll at least cast it. Annihilator 2 just ain't enough this late in the game. But hey, draft 1, we get to cast our preview card. That's pretty decent, right? Alright, so we're going to pitch the Fiery Temper. And we're going to kill the Emancipation Angel. And we're going to ping for 1. And we're going to make an elemental. So that is a dead angel. 2 angels down. We draw a card. Treasure Cruise. Cool. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro? Come at me, bro. No, did not come at me, bro. Flight of Fancy. So they draw 2? They draw 2. Do we bounce that? Do we bounce that? I don't want them to draw cards. Don't want them to draw cards. So we'll bounce this. We'll ping them for 1. We'll just the win the Deranged Assistant. Thermo Alchemist, Young Peasy, get an elemental, untap, tap again. No Flight of Fancy. Deranged Assistant, sure. Cool, so we actually get an attack with Eldrazi Conscription should we want it. And a Magus. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1 mana left up, which doesn't actually mean anything. So we just don't have to... Or no, we do have to sack that. Alright, so we conscription up this. Hyena Umber is 3. So that is a lot that's coming in the air, unfortunately. So I don't think we can actually conscription this turn, which feels a little bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for 2 mana, we can Treasure Cruise. We lose our Conflagrate, but that's fine. We Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise, draw 3. Hit him with the Alchemist. Hit him with the Alchemist. Get an Elemental. Play a land. Drop an Aven that we can block. And then we can also drop a Reckless Worm next turn, which actually will be another Trampler. So we'll pass. We can use Mad Prophet to do that, though. So we can probably just drop Magus of the Bazaar as well. So yeah, let's drop Magus of the Bazaar as well. Maybe it holds conscription well, actually. Alright, we did a bunch of things. They're going to play their Umbra, and that's fine. Oh, we actually tapped out, so we can't play the Reckless Worm. Oopsie, oopsie, oops. Oh, hi. Yeah, I see. I see. Uh-huh. Are you going to Eldrazi Conscription us before we get to Eldrazi Conscription you? Is that what's going to happen here? Please don't be Eldrazi Conscription. Please don't. That would be 2 specific rares they drafted. Okay, good. It's just a Hyena Umbra. Not a big deal. Not the hugest of deals. I think we just take 4 here. Yeah, let's just take 4. Just take 4. Alright, let's loot. So they gain 4, good for them. Let's, or rummage, sorry. Spark Spitter, nifty. Let's ping for 1. Take them all the way down to 45. Let's play a land. So if we conscription this up, it's a 10, 11. 4, 5, 6, 7. So they don't kill it. Cool. Conscription. Boom! We played our preview card! We played our preview card. Please don't kill this before it attaches to it. Please. Please? Please. Opponent? Opponent, please. Please? Opponent, please. Please, no. They're just going to sack lands, probably. But that is 10 trample coming through. Opponent is flabbergasted at what we've done here. Opponent can't even. Opponent just cannot even. Opponent? Hello? Are you serious? You've got something in response? We're not going to get to resolve it? War Leader's Helix. Their friggin' splash. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm pretty sure we just lose this game now. We have no way of winning. We have absolutely no way of winning at this point. I mean, we could still maybe mill them out. I guess that's our, like, one chance. Please don't get something that gives you trample. Okay, no auras left. Cool. Let's block. And let's bounce. And let's cast this by sacking a Generator Servant. And then we gotta rummage. We got to rummage here. Sure, of course you got prowess hexproof. So we literally played against 3 decks of Umbras today. That's not encouraging. That's not encouraging for this being a great draft format. We've had fun though, which is encouraging for it being a great draft format. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If we draw 2 cards, we go to 9. We are still winning the mill race here. But that makes no sense because we have no cards in hand. So yeah, we pass the turn here. We pass the turn. And we somehow have to do 53 damage to them. Well, they're gaining 4 life a turn. Mammoth Umbra, yay. I'm done. Yeah, not fun. Absolutely not at all fun. Let's get back in. And I mean, if they Umbra up, we just lose, which has been the actual name of the entire game today. Like I said, let me know, how were Umbras originally received? Because they seem like an awful mechanic. Like a really, really bad mechanic. Like, I guess at least it only happens once. But, boy, they're not pleasant. Well, we'll have to see how it goes. This has been a long day. This is going to be a 2-hour video. 2-hour video, because that first hour-long draft and match. But that first match was awesome. Super awesome. Yeah. Let me know how your Ultimate Masters are going. By the time this video goes up, there will have been 2 days of which you can play it. And perhaps you'll have already played it in paper on Friday. But like I said, next Saturday, the 15th, we're going to live stream it. A paper draft just behind me here. Sure, this is fine. It's not fine, but it's what we got. It's what we've got. So we'll drop a mountain, pass the turn. We'll get a Thermo Alchemist down. This Magus of the Bazaar isn't as amazing as I had hoped. That 1 mana... actually, maybe we should have dropped Magus there to have a turn 3 Reckless Worm, but oh well. That net 1 card loss is actually a relatively big deal. Because it means very rapidly you just can't use it. The ranged assistant, sure, these things are good. These things were good back in Innistrad. Yeah, I guess we'll drop the Magus. Pass the turn. Just getting ramp is super good. In blue, of all things. Oh, goodbye. Good freaking... Oh boy, I'm glad that everybody has the frigging magic bullet against my deck. That's lovely. Drop him to 19. Hey, Generator Servant. That's going to cheat us out to an Eldrazi Conscription. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 lands. 2 lands and we get there. 2 lands and we get there. Lotus Eye, cool. Tapped out, cool. Hexproof, less cool. Much less cool. So let's do that. Land, cool. Let's play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're a mana away. A mana away from just doing stupid BS. Yeah, I think we just do this well we can. Let's draw 2 and discard 3. So we'll discard that for sure, that for sure. Has to be the mountain, right? The mountain guarantees the conscription next turn. Has to be the mountain. Alright, so you can't do none of your shenanigans. We're going to cast our Wormy Boy and pass the turn. Wormy Boy cast. Rowan Umbra on the Adept. Yay. Goodbye. Hey, didn't see that coming. Never, ever, ever didn't see that. Vigilance, Hexproof, Prowess. Sweet. Let's take 8, I guess. And let's really hope we hit that land, eh? Let's hope we hit that land. Ping for 1. Land me. Damn it. It's a free spell, though. We can discard... If one of those cards are a land, we still get to conscription here. Let's do it. Let's ping first. Frantic Search. Don't give me 2 non-lands. You gave me 2 non-lands. Pitch. Pitch. Wait, why is this a 7-5? Wasn't it an 8-6? Why was it an 8-6? Wait, what? What did we do? Prowess. Prowess. I forgot about prowess. You don't think about that mechanic that much anymore. So blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't quite have enough to do that. Yeah, so we're just going to chump. Just going to chump like a chump. So we may as well get in a bit more damage here, I guess. Like, let's deal a damage, defy gravity, send in the worm. Get in another 4, take them to 11. End of their turn, they'll be at 10. And we're going to have some damage coming through at them. Again, if we hit a land. We really need to hit that land. Seriously? We faced the same Silver Bullet rare and uncommon in 2 different matches? Seriously? Wow. First Strike, Vigilance, Hexproof. Cool. O1, go stand in front. We can't even attack with frigging Eldrazi Conscription. We didn't ping. We didn't fucking ping. Alright, whatever. Blue, 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 blah, 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 blah. Blue, 1-2. Didn't ping. Whatever, I don't care. I super don't care anymore. This is stupid. That is like the worst luck we could have ever had in our lives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't even throw it on that. This is beyond stupid. Pass the turn. Wow. Alright, so Worm's worthless. In you go. That is absolutely pathetic. Uh-huh. Got your land. Ruined Halo naming Thermo Alchemist. I'm just so stupid. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still can't cast it. It has to go on the generator servant now. So we're going to need to Faithless Looting. Pinging doesn't matter because we're facing the same stupid frigging rare again. Pass the turn. I honestly can't believe that. Chump. Well, if they don't counter our conscription, we're coming in for 12 trample. Pliz one time, no counter. Your War Leader's Helix is gone. Cool, we get to attack. In for 12? Annihilator 2? Also, you have to double block it? Uh-huh. Sure. So they get to block there. And they take... Oh, they're going to block there. Block there. Just block there. You'll take 8. You'll go to 2. The double block. So we get to kill both, but we don't because Umbras. Because Umbras. Wow. Umbras are... Umbras are stupid. Umbras shouldn't exist. We cannot do anything against Hexproof, right? We can't bounce it. Conflagrate's going to do nothing. We can't do anything, so I'm just out of here. I'm out. I'm out. Cool. That was a bad way to lose. This format, I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's fun. The Umbras are going to be a problem. The Umbras are going to be a problem. We'll certainly do another one of these next week, and we will draft it in paper, where I predict it to be a lot better, because every single player will not be able to play white. Insert generic MTGO leagues are a massive problem comment here. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed me struggling through that. The deck was super cool. The deck was super awesome. That first match was amazing. Let me know how your Ultimate Masters are going online, in paper, down below. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at TheManaLeak. That's LEEK, like the vegetable, not the card. You can find me at Facebook.com/TheManaLeak, Twitch.tv/TheManaLeak, and Patreon.com/TheManaLeak. If you like the content, click that thumbs up button. Click subscribe if you want to see more. And if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time for more Umbras.